call the meeting of Corbin County Board of Commissioners to order. Please rise for a moment of silence, prayer, and the Pledge of Allegiance.
Father, today we pray for those whose health is compromised and that you will heal them. For those who have been in the path of devastation from the recent fires, we remember those who have lost their lives suddenly, and we hold in our hearts the families forever changed by grief and loss. Rest in God as the day unfolds. Amen. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
These proceedings are being recorded for the sole purpose of preparing accurate written minutes. Recordings are overwritten following approval of the minutes, eliminating all unofficial records of these proceedings. The first item is the approval of the minutes of the previous meeting held June 22nd, 2023.
Motion approved.
Second.
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes. Are there any guests concerning county business at this time? Hearing none, we'll move on.
The report of executive sessions held.
There were no executive sessions held.
Department reports, the budget transfers.
Motion approved.
Second.
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
There were no supplemental appropriations. Expenditures, approval of check numbers 237119 through 237235 for expenditures to the general fund clearing account totaling $6,266,092.05.
Motion approved.
Second.
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
The treasurer's report.
Move to accept.
Second.
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
The personnel report for county departments.
Move to approve.
Second.
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
The acknowledgements for courts and row offices.
Motion acknowledged.
Second.
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
Correspondence was received as listed. Copies will be made available to the press upon request. Boards and authorities. Animal Shelter Advisory Commission. For approval, appointment to a vacancy on the Carbon County Animal Shelter Advisory Commission, term to expire December 31, 2024. Jason Bell of Jim Thorpe, Pennsylvania.
Move to approve.
Second.
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
Children and Youth. For approval and execution, the fiscal year 2023-2024 purchase of service agreement with the providers as listed as per the attached rates.
Move to approve and execute.
Second.
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
Communications 911 for approval and execution. Request received from the Communications Director for a 3-year contract for licenses and maintenance agreement on Geocom Maintainer ArcGIS desktop software with Geocom Incorporated of St. Cloud, Minnesota. The total cost is $7,197 with an annual payment of $2,399 each year, August 1, 2023 through July 31, 2026.
Move to approve and execute.
Second.
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
EOTC grant application for approval. Authorize the filing of an application with the Office of the State Fire Commissioners for an Emergency Services Training Center Capital Grant Program application in the amount of $65,944. Grant funds will be used for the purchase of propane training props and associated equipment.
Move to approve.
Second.
Discussion. Does this grant require a match?
No.
No? Okay, good. That's all.
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
Information Technology for approval and execution. A proposal received from the Director of Information Technology for security training from KnowBe4 of Clearwater, Florida, for security training software for the county network. Term is for 4 years at a total cost of $6,451.20 with 12 months free.
Move to approve and execute.
Second.
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
The 76 building for approval and execution. A proposal from Johnson Controls Fire Protection LP of Allentown, Pennsylvania, to provide, install, program, and text access control equipment for 4 doors and a controller on the second floor of the 76 building in the amount of $8,928.18. This is under Pennsylvania State Contract Number 4400023962.
Motion approved.
Second.
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
Planning and Development, CDBG 2022 Delegation of Signing. For ratification, Community Development Block Grant Delegation of Signing Authority Resolution for contract number 86225, listing the Director of the Carbon County Planning and Development and chief elected officials as authorized signatories on contracts and program invoices for CDBG and/or CDBG competitive programs. The first item is to ratify the execution of the forms.
Motion to ratify.
Second.
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
The next item is to adopt resolution number 23-019.
Motion to adopt, or resolution.
Second.
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
Worker Protection and Investment Certification Form for approval and execution. Executive Order 2021-6 Worker Protection and Investment Certification Form as required for the Community Development Block Grant Delegation of Signing Authority Contract number 86225.
Move to approve and execute.
Second.
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
The Solicitor's Report.
Thank you. For the Area Agency on Aging for approval and execution of an agreement with Tamaqua Adult Daycare of Tamaqua, Pennsylvania to continue to provide adult daycare services for the term July 1, 2023 through June 30th of 2024 at the rate of $63.32 a day. No
Motion to
increase.
approve and execute.
Second.
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
For the 525 Iron Street project in Lehighton, seeking a motion for approval and execution of change orders numbers 11 through 13 to the contract with CMG of Easton Incorporated, increasing the contract by $20,770.42 for a new contract total of $1,259,770.42 due to change order 11, additional exterior signage, no cost. Number 12, to add roof hatch and roof drains at a cost of $7,496.88. And number 13, for added grades, full depth paving, $13,273.54. And seal coating has been removed from the scope of the project.
Move to approve and execute.
Second.
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
For information technology, seeking a motion for approval and execution of addendum number 1 to the agreement dated February 2, 2023 with Jerome P. Scarpati of Lehighton, Pennsylvania to provide training and assistance to the Carbon County Information Technology Department on an as-needed basis. The term will be extended to August 12, 2023, and compensation during this term will be $150 an hour for a maximum of not more than 10 hours for the term. In all other respects, the agreement dated February 2nd, 2023 is ratified and confirmed in full.
Move to approve and execute.
Second.
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
Next, seeking approval and execution of a second and final year renewal to the contract with RF Oil Incorporated of Lehighton, Pennsylvania for delivery of number 2 fuel oil, heating oil, and off-road diesel fuel to various county sites. The renewal period is from April 1, 2023 to March 31, 2024.
Motion approved.
Second.
Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
All right, and the first 2 resolutions, seeking a motion to ratify resolution 23-020, A resolution recognizing Francis G. Kresge of Lehighton, Pennsylvania for 50 years of service to the Franklin Township Fire Company.
Move to approve.
And second, and I will read the resolution. Whereas Carbon County, Pennsylvania is fortunate to have among its residents many dedicated volunteers, particularly in those committed to the fire service and emergency response. Whereas Francis G. Kresge, Butch, has for the past 50 years volunteered his time in Franklin Township Fire Company, Lehighton, Pennsylvania. Whereas Franklin Kresge has been an active firefighter with Franklin Township Fire Company since joining in August of 1973. Whereas for the past 37 years, Francis has been serving as a fire police for the Franklin Township Fire Company. Whereas Francis Kresge has served as captain for 11 years, lieutenant for 14 years, president for 6, vice president for 7, and as fire police for the Franklin Township Fire Company. Whereas Francis Kresge has also served as a trustee for 11 years on the Franklin Township Fire Company Board of Directors. Now as be it resolved, be the resolution of the Carbon County Board of Commissioners wish to acknowledge and that Francis Kresge for the valuable contributions he has made over the years as a volunteer firefighter and fire police, and to offer his appreciation for Francis G. Kresge, adopted by the Carbon County Board of Commissioners this 29th day of June 2023 by Commissioner Wayne Notstein, Rocky Orner, and Chris Lukasevich. And I apologize because I've known Butch since I'm a little kid, and it was always Butch. It was never Francis. So when I had to read Francis off, it was like, and I think, and Wayne's going to read another one for the next one. I was going to maybe give them my report, but these two guys, I know them, and I said that at the ceremony on Monday. Bruce, I rode with Bruce for years. We worked at Mack Trucks in 1977, and I used to always look at my watch and, okay, Bruce, we're going to be late for work. And when that whistle went off, then boots went on, and he was in that fire truck. And the same thing with Francis. Like I know Butch for years, and he was like the neighbor that everybody wanted to know, like, what does he do? Well, he was a great volunteer for the firefighters, and he was the one that when you went to an accident or anything like that, he was the one that always said, keep it moving, to get the emergency vehicles through. So I can't express like how much these people mean value to the area, and just for fire companies itself. We got our 2 new hospitals in the area, but our fire companies are the heartbeat of your community. So I want to thank both of them for what they have done. Thank you.
I'm going to poll the board. Mr. Honor?
Yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes.
All right, and next, Commissioner Honor kind of ruined the surprise, but motion to ratify Resolution 23-021, recognizing Bruce Wolf of Lehighton, Pennsylvania for 50 years of service to the Franklin Township Fire Company.
Move to ratify.
Has a second. Go ahead, Wayne.
Okay, Mr. Honor?
Oh, yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
Yes, and I'll read this one for Bruce. Whereas Bruce Wolf has, for the past 50 years, volunteered his time to the Franklin Township Fire Company, Lehighton, PA. Whereas Bruce Wolf has been an active firefighter with the Franklin Township Fire Company since joining in August of 1973. Whereas Bruce Wolf has served for fire chief for 16 years, assistant fire chief for 10 years, captain for 7 years, and engineer for 1 year for the Franklin Township Fire Company. Whereas Bruce Wolf has also served as vice president for 2 years, treasurer for 2 years, trustee for 1 year of the Franklin Township Fire Company Board of Directors. Whereas Bruce Wolf has also been involved in the Carbon County Firemen's Association. Although it doesn't state it in here, he served as the treasurer for the County Fire Association for 25 years and stepping down last month because of health issues. Now therefore be it resolved that the Carbon County Board of Commissioners wishes to acknowledge and thank Bruce for the valuable contributions he has made over the years as a volunteer firefighter to offer its appreciation to Bruce Wolf, adopted again by the Carbon County Board of Commissioners this 29th day of 2023. Of course, it's signed by 3 commissioners and Ellie Hunter. So I would also like to mention that the program they had for these gentlemen, although it was moved up a little bit, it was a terrific turnout. They had a little fire truck parade for him from the started at St. Luke's Hospital and ended at the fire company where he was seated at the front bay doors there. There were well over 200 firemen, or if not more, probably closer to 250 firefighters and family members, and a lot of ex-chiefs that I haven't seen, or past chiefs who have retired, and a lot of other personnel that have worked with Bruce over the years, including out-of-county fire companies such as Polk Township and Walnutport, who we always we get to work with quite a bit. But it was a very nice, short program, short on speeches, but it was greatly appreciated by the Wolf family in particular, as well as the Kresge family. With all the years of service, it had to be thousands of years of service from those attending that are active in the service. So, very nice program. Thank you, Franklin Township Fire Company, for putting on this nice event for these 2 gentlemen who really deserve it for all the things they do.
And you won't ever go to a parade and see this many
No,
first responders in a row. I mean, they just kept coming and coming and coming and coming. I don't know where they went to, but there's an awful big field up in the back, but for the parking, I said, like you said, how many were there? You know, you see a couple here and a couple here in parades, but
most firemen I've seen in one place at one time without smoke and flames. No, it was a great event, it really was. Okay,
All right, for tax assessment, well, there's a long way here and there's a short way. So if you want to take a single motion, there are requests for motions to approve payment of refund of county taxes for 9 separate taxpayers. They're relatively nominal, all are under $300. Would you entertain a motion to approve all 9?
I can make that motion to approve all 9 if it's
Yeah.
okay with the rest of you, or if you,
Yeah, second.
Okay. Mr. Honor?
yes.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yes.
Mr. Notstein?
yes,
Right, nothing further.
Any further business? Hearing none, commissioners reports, Mr. Honor?
I think I gave, see, that's why I did that about the first responders here. I thought I only had 3 minutes at the end, so I figured I'd break it up a little bit, but, I do have a little bit something on, like even with our, what's going on here. Well, first of all, at 525, we're just about winding down for all the work done there. The line striping is gonna be done on Wednesday, and a little bit of work with the locks, and then everything's completed there. For the administration building here, we met with CMG, and in fact, the controller asked me to go over some of this stuff to make sure everything is accurate. So we'll be going over that, and we did meet with CMG on the subject, and materials is gonna be the issue. If we can get materials within 4 weeks, they're ready to start a couple days after that, but I don't want to give a date until we get, back from them. And yesterday we did do the walkthrough for the courthouse renovations, and I'm not going to go through all this, but I think there were, what did we have yesterday? Was it 19? How many contractors were here, Ellie? Was it not?
I didn't count.
Yeah,
the
we had
signatures.
quite a few contractors that went through, and I mean, it went well. We explained everything to them, what has to be done, and I'm sure we're gonna have more questions till the bids come in. But the date has been moved, and I do have this all here. If you want this, I'll send this to you. In fact, here's all the dates. If you see in the red, it's been changed to them dates, what we're gonna hit. But actual renovation should be around, I think it's November 17th and 18th should be when it should be started. but I'll send this to everybody that you have this, because I don't need to bore everybody with the dates. And I think one of the things that and I focused on a little bit, and I think if you look at like what we approved for some of these areas, like that hatch at Lehighton, for that, we got to start doing, I think, a little bit of a better job on, and not just us, but I think the people that are running this project for us. Like, here's a hatch. Didn't anybody know that you had to get out on the roof? So I think once that's in, everything has to be in the plans. I mean, these change orders, time after time, and my big gripe is, like, we're not supposed to piecemeal things. So what does 10 change orders in a project mean? To me, that's piecemealing, so, and that's my gripe to, like, the state. If we can't piecemeal, I don't think anybody else should. And I think it's not fair to the taxpayers, because, even there at Lehighton, it started off, I think, as a $2.9 million project, and it wound up being 3.1. And it might only look like $200,000, but $200,000 to the taxpayers means a lot. So I think, and I think with the controller's concerns that, he asked me about things, and we just got to make sure when we approve this, whoever's going to be the bidders, we got to make sure that that's going to run smooth. Because over in the courthouse, you can't have a court date for Tuesday and something runs into Tuesday. That can't happen, and even like with our project here, I think CMG, they gave us a pretty good presentation. Most of the work is going to be done at night. There's not, night and weekends. There's probably 1% of the work that's going to be done here. I mean, they got to come in and do a little bit of spackling and stuff like that, but I'd say almost like 95% of the work that's going to be done here is going to be at night. I think that's about it. I said about the firemen, I said it's like, people don't know the value of them. And I always said that it's like, I hope we get this sender that everybody can get trained up there, because there's 2 lives that get saved. Yours, when they come out to get you, and this training that gives them the skill to get back to their families. If they don't get back home, they don't get out to come back out the next time. So I hope we move forward on a lot of stuff. So thank you.
Mr. Lukasevich?
Yeah, a couple comments. First, it's worth repeating, I believe, my private comments to both Butch and Bruce, Mr. Kresge and Mr. Wolf. There's no doubt that they've set a clear standard of excellence for selfless service and public service. And as I relate to them, I hope that will inspire others to follow in their footsteps, not only their dedication, but the length at which they went to provide that service to county residents and beyond. Secondly, I want to make a comment on the closure of the beach at Mock Chunk Lake Park. So on the 27th, Mock Chunk Lake Park was notified by CWN Environmental of Pottstown that one of 3 swim sections exceeded Pennsylvania Department of Health recreational use bacteria criteria standard. And the section I'm referring to is the west section. We have an east section, a middle section, and a west section. It exceeded the standard by hitting a level of about 276 parts per 100 milliliter. The standard is 235 units. Let me just confirm that number there. Yeah, it hit 276, exceeding the 235 standard. The samples were taken between 7:15 and 7:30 on Tuesday the 26th, analyzed on Wednesday the 27th. The west section had the count of 276, whereas the east section had a count of 6, the middle section of 14. The water was retested this morning, and results expected sometime tomorrow. It takes almost 18 hours to actually run the test once the analysis process starts. In the past 15 years, we've only had 3 other incidences similar where we had to go ahead and close the beach because of exceeding those standards. That was in 2016, 2009, and 2008. But again, all three of those incidents, like this one, coincided with periods of very heavy rain prior to the sampling. And the samplings occur throughout the swim season every week at Mock Chunk Lake Park, and that's a legal requirement there. In regards to the 4th of July weekend, as I mentioned last week, admission policies are modified. See the county website, Mock Chunk Lake Park website for details on that. Importantly, and I'll say I'm all amped up, my board shorts are out, my Hawaiian shirt, my flip-flops, sunglasses, sunblock are all out for the inaugural run of Mock Chunk Lake 741 that starts this Saturday. If any public who are interested, go to the Carbon Transit website, the Commissioner's Facebook page, or our website for details on that. And I'm going to tell, while we didn't invite Andy Moeller, and he normally invites us to inaugural runs, I'm more amped up about this than I was the Iron Horse Ramble run and the continual ones that are coming up. That's all I have.
Mr. Notstein?
Yeah, just on that, the grant, before you do ask for the training center, that's for the propane training props. The PEMA came out with a grant round, which is due tomorrow. I'm trying to finalize it right now. Just became available the end of March, May. And it's for grants between $25,000 and $100,000. It's not a matching grant, but when we constructed the site, we had the underground propane tank put in right away at 1,000 gallons. It's filled already. The lines are already run in ground to a concrete pad where we'll use these propane props that are can be moved. We'll store them inside, and different scenarios. We had to get an igniter, a regulator, etc. That's basic for all of them. A 250-gallon simulator, a barbecue simulator, a tank simulator, a pan simulator, etc. And it's listed in the grant application when I had most of that finalized. But it's the scope of works, the narratives and projects, particulars and everything. So, and the backup documentation, such as we had to go back and get the 2021 county audit, et cetera, attached that, and several other documents that had to be included in the grant application. So hopefully we'll get the funding. If not, I will be announcing in conjunction with another group that is working on something for us in the coming year, but I don't want to release that until those people are available that are going to do the project for us. And it's a very good project, so I'm looking forward to that and working with this particular group. So, as far as the turnout again, you can't say much about that, the crowd that was there and everything, and they had 8 big sheet cakes, fortunately, because Rocky ate 2. No, they had, about 4 left. They had more than enough refreshments and everything, and it was a good time for socializing and getting to talk to the other firemen from the other areas, that a meet and greet type, and talking to the Wolf family and Bruce and Butch, of course. But it was just, it's better to know these people before you get out on the scene, so you know who you're working with, you know their capabilities. And it was just a great event just to socialize as well with your fellow firefighters from throughout the area. One thing I do want to mention as well is the mall fire in Monroe County. One fire department responded to Broadheadsville and sat in their station for 5 hours, or at least people were at that fire, because there were so many events going on. Nowadays, people, manpower is low. They needed tankers in the end, and running out of water in their system there. And it was a huge turnout with even with it. Ecton, some from Jersey, multi-county response, a lot of move-up assignments, such as the one I mentioned, that somebody moved all the way into Broadheadsville Station, about 20 miles away maybe, and an on-scene event is, I was told there were 8 ladder trucks operating at that scene, and where they got the water for in the room, to park the apparatus at that mall. I don't know where they got all the apparatus and how they parked it there, but it was a great response from a multi-county and state effort, And unfortunately, all those businesses were lost. So,
I think it's worth, Commissioner, if you wouldn't mention about the impact it had on our alcohol and drug program, actually, with the
yeah,
contractor.
it did. We had an office in that building
Yeah.
with the drug and alcohol. So we're scrambling to find a space between the Carbon County, Carbon Mineral Pike Drug and Alcohol, looking for a space of 2,000 to 3,000 square feet to get up and running. They're running, operating right now remotely with their laptops and that, but everything they had there was lost like other places, and all the business, the bridal shop, unfortunately, and how do you replace things like that, you know, with the weddings come up, including the owner's daughter, her own dress was lost in the fire, so things like that you don't replace. And they're saying they're gonna rebuild. I doubt if they'll ever find a cause, what started it, but hopefully they'll be able to rebuild in a hurry. And hopefully we have a place that we can move our drug and alcohol program for Monroe County into soon, so. Yep, so it affects us all, even outside that area. Hopefully we never have an incident of that magnitude. Okay? All right, Rachel.
I think I'm good.
Good. Okay. Amy.
Good morning.
Morning.
Rocky, just to let you know, you're a minute and 27 seconds over your 3 minutes.
Well, I was gonna say about that it was a record fire trucks in a row and record cakes in a row, but I didn't get to finish with the cakes, so I would have really been over.
He stopped at number 3 meeting ago.
To stay on with the firefighter stuff, do we have a lot of 50-year firefighters in Carbon County?
Probably more than I think. Not everyone recognizes the firefighters, like, well, Franklin, for instance, they only formed in '72.
Okay.
So, you know, that was some of the first, might have been the first for them. I know Lehighton has 2 already. They have 2 coming up next year, I believe, that have been there 50 years and still respond to all calls when they can. A lot of the former fire chiefs I saw, they all 50-year members, and some of the firefighters as well. That's why I mentioned the total years of the people in that room had to be thousands, because you know, there's 100 years just for 2 individuals and several others. That's a good question. I think that's something we should look at maybe and see how many active, I don't mean once in a while, active. And the other ones we should include is the auxiliaries. The people that have been,
my God.
such as Franklin and Mahoning and all the other fire departments that have auxiliaries, the amount of time these people put in raising funds for the firefighters, between the wedding receptions, the block parties, and all the other functions, the breakfasts and everything else they do, it's a lot of time and effort, and we're always looking for volunteers, not only in the fire end, but we look for the volunteers to serve in the auxiliaries. Even, hey, you don't have to be there every day. It's give your time a couple times a month. If you're a bookkeeper, a lot of times we need treasurers or secretaries. These guys, they're there for the action and the training and that, and they're not always the best bookkeepers, let's say. So we're always looking for people that are trained to do, take care of their treasurer's reports and secretarial reports and auditing the Firemen's Relief Associations. Those people are really have to be careful with. They have to have some kind of skills for bookkeeping, because the rules are really very stringent for Firemen's Relief funds.
Thank you.
Yeah, and you even look at the auxiliaries. I mean, like even you look at Franklin or Mahoning and all these other ones. I mean, there's women in them kitchens and the men as well that were there when I was a kid before Franklin Fire Company was even formed. I mean, they were the ones that helped. Like I said, there at Franklin, they had picnics up behind the like where the borough building is for them. They were having picnics and they were doing dances at Penn Forest, and these people are still there even. I mean, there's gotta be a bunch that are way over 50 years and that's one thing, maybe we should look into the auxiliaries. I mean, they were dedicated.
Some of those people were in the seventies and eighties that are out there
Oh my
volunteering
God.
all the
And
time.
that's what I said. I said, you look at every kitchen, wherever you go in any fire company, there's people there that are probably way over 50 years. Yeah.
And, Commissioner Lukasevich, on the beach,
Mhm.
can you explain a little bit how the three samples, there was 6, 14, and 276, how in God's name, it's all the same water?
Right, and it's separated by maybe 100 feet of the sampling area. You know, the best guess we have is there's actually a swale. So all the water comes down, it goes into the swale, and that swale kind of empties out towards the western side. So that's the thought on that, but really don't know.
Over the years,
Yeah.
I thought there were actually more times that we closed
Yeah.
because of the bacteria, and
Yeah.
it was always after the big rains, and I
Yeah.
wonder if it was always the same area that failed. I
Yeah.
don't know if we looked at
Yeah.
it, you didn't look at that?
No, Dave didn't,
No.
didn't ask him to. Yeah.
Yeah,
That is all I have, and thank you.
okay. Okay, time's up, Roger,
Yeah.
you're done.
Okay.
What time did we adjourn?
Oh, I'm sorry, meeting adjourned, I thought we did.